Hello, and welcome to a short yoga routine to avoid burnout. This yoga class hopefully will help you to clear your mind, focus on what you're doing, relax your body, and release some stress. So let's get into it. Begin by sitting in a cross-legged position, an easy pose. Cross your shins, flex your feet under your knees, sit up tall, bring your hands to your legs. Close your eyes and deepen your breathing. Slowly open your eyes, reach all the way up, palms facing each other, and look up. And on your exhale, tilt over to the left, placing your left hand on the ground. Reach your right arm up and over and look up. Keep both sits bones even on the floor as you reach your torso up and over. Inhale, come back up to center and reach over to the right. Reach your left arm up and over and look up. Slowly come back up and then forward fold. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Keep as much length in your spine as possible and look down. Slowly roll upward and do some shoulder rolls backwards. Both shoulders at the same time, rolling forward, up, and back. Nice and slow and gentle, and breathing deeply as well. Slowly come to stillness and bring yourself to a hands and knees position. Touch your toes together, separate your knees slightly apart, sit your hips onto your heels, and bring your forehead to the ground, relaxing your torso over your thighs in child's pose. You can keep your arms out as I'm doing here, stretching forward, or you can place them down by your sides with the tops of your hands on the floor. Slowly come back up to a hands and knees position. Bring your right leg forward, coming into a low lunge with your back knee on the ground. Both hands are next to your foot in front of you, looking down and keeping length in your spine. On an exhale, shift your weight back onto the back leg. Straighten your right leg, flex your right foot. Keep your hands on the ground, looking down, and hold. We're going to flow in and out of the lunge and the runner stretch. So inhale, come to your lunge. Exhale, come back to your runner stretch. Flowing in and out. Do this for about 8 to 10 times. And slowly come to stillness, back into your lunge. Bring your right leg back under your hips and come rest in a brief child's pose once again. Come back up onto your hands and knees. We'll move through some cat and cow postures. Inhale, come into your cow pose, looking up and arching your back, flexing your feet. Exhale, tuck your toes and come into your cat pose. And we'll repeat this for about 8 to 10 repetitions. Slowly come back to a neutral spine, flat back. Step your left leg forward into a low lunge on the left side with your right knee down on the ground. Hold here, keeping length in your spine and breathing deeply. On your next exhale, shift your weight back onto your right knee, straightening your left leg into your runner stretch on the left side. Hold here. And as we did on the right, we're going to flow in and out of lunge and runner stretch. Inhale into your lunge, exhale back into your runner stretch about 8 to 10 times. Bring your knees back on the ground, separate them apart, and sit your hips back once again into a child's pose. Come back onto hands and knees, tuck your toes, straighten your legs into a downward facing dog, and hold here, pressing your heels down, reaching your hips up and back. Palms are flat on the ground. All of your fingers are wide onto your yoga mat. Inhale, step your right leg forward into a low lunge with the back knee up this time. Keep your hands on the ground, looking down with length in your spine. Straighten your leg and come into a forward fold, keeping your hands on the floor. You can keep the right foot flexed, or keep your toes on the ground as I have here. Shift forward into your lunge on an inhale, and exhale, straighten your leg. Flowing forward and backwards, about 8 to 10 repetitions here. Come back into your downward facing dog before switching to the other side. Bring your left leg forward into low lunge, keeping the right knee raised off the ground. Both hands are flat on the floor. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold, straightening that left leg. And flowing through lunge and straightening your leg. Inhaling on your lunges and exhaling on your forward folds. Downward facing dog. Drop your knees and come into a child's pose. Remain here. You can close your eyes if you'd like and breathe deeply. Slowly sitting up onto your heels, you can now begin to roll your shoulders forward, up, and back about 4 times, nice and slowly. Bring yourself to lying onto your back, hug your knees into your chest, flex your feet, hold here. Bring both legs over to the left and reach your right arm out to the side. Hold here. Bring your legs back through the center, legs over to the right, and reach your left arm out, looking over to the left. Slowly come back to the center, straighten your legs, bring your hands down onto the floor by your sides. Close your eyes, deepen your breathing, and relax here in Shavasana, breathing deeply and focusing on your breath. Bring some motion back into your hands and your feet, your arms and your legs. Bend your legs and roll to the right side of your body. When you're ready, press yourself up to a seated position, crossing your shins once again. Bring your hands to your legs, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Thank you very much.